Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 1, and we are talking about Katina and Olajuwon. We didn't get to see their wedding this time, but we did get to learn a bit more about them. And these two, let me tell you, they are going to close the club down together. Last call for alcohol. That is their comfort zone. They both club people. You know what? These experts got us good. Last year, all us fans, we complained, saying, why are you putting opposites together? Why are you putting opposites together? Well, you know what? They got us good this time because what they did was they put two people together. Let me tell you, they have a lot of similarities. So we're going to get to see which is better, opposites or the same. Because these two right here, they may have some things that are different, but a lot of them are the same. So first of all, what we obviously know is they're both party people. Katina says she used to work in the club and Olajuwon is in the club. So they both got a lot of club experience. Katina said, you know what, she's a life of the party, that, you know, if you go out with her, you might not get back to 4 o'clock in the morning. Girl, Katina, I definitely can't hang out with you then. And Olajuwon, when he was at his bachelor party, girl, he was on stage. The strippers were all over him. All their private parts was all on his face, wrapped around his neck. And he loved it. He was right at home. You could tell he was quite comfortable there. So we're going to see how that lines up. But I'm going to tell you something I think. I think Olajuwon has met his match. We always talk about how men condition, but they can't take it out. They condition, but they can't take it. You know, like when a man cheats on a woman, but when she cheats on him, he can't take it. I think this is going to be the case here. I'm not saying Katina is going to cheat on him, but I think Katina is packing enough that she's going to bring out some serious insecurities on Olajuwon, because she's a good-looking girl and she can do just as much as he can do out in these streets, and she might be comfortable in that world, and it's going to make him uncomfortable. So we're going to have to get to see about that. But they got a lot of similarities. Like, first of all, at the top, they both can't cook. Olajuwon's at this barbecue for his family trying to tell him he's about to get married, and he can't even cook hamburgers on the grill. He's talking about, when do you put the cheese on? Do you put cheese on the grill afterward? You ain't never cooked no hamburger on the grill? That's a problem. And then after that, Katina, early in the show, she already said she doesn't cook. She says, I might can cook a few things, but I really like to go out. So now you got two people who can't cook, which is interesting because Olajuwon talks about he wants this traditional wife. He wants her to cook, all this kind of stuff. And when he was saying in front of his family, one of his sisters-in-law was like, oh, no, it's supposed to be 50-50. That girl spoke up. Now, Olajuwon, he's definitely mixed race. His mom is Caucasian, so must mean his father is probably African American, and his family's mixed race. So he got some brothers that are married to some Caucasian women, so they're all mixed race. But let me tell you, that one sister-in-law, she spoke up. She's like, oh no. And it was interesting because, like I said, you always learn something from family members. And the one thing she said about Olajuwon, like, whoever marries him, she gonna need to have some patience. And then she said something else. You're gonna have to ignore him a little bit. That tells me he said some bullshit, right? So anyway, so first of all, they can't cook. We definitely know they're handsome. They both tatted up. You know, Olajuwon's chest, everything's all tatted up. Katina's, she got a full tattoo sleeve. So that's another similarity that they got going on. Both of them are kind of raised without their fathers. I think Olajuwon told us his dad and mom never married. They obviously had several babies together, but they never actually legally married. He also told us that his father died before he was able to, like, graduate from high school. So that was kind of, you know, he was talking about he didn't really get to see as much as that as he wanted to. And then also Katina, on the other hand, her father was incarcerated for most of her life. Now, we saw a lot of Olajuwon's family. We saw his brothers, we saw brother-in-laws, we saw a picture of his mom. I don't think she was there. But Katina, we didn't actually see her family at all. The people who came to her sort of luncheon where she was telling them she was going to get married were her girlfriends. So we haven't seen any of her family. I don't know if she's close to them, if she's not close to them or not. So it'll be interesting to see how those dynamics sort of play out. But they both talk about their reform. That's what's interesting about it. So Olajuwon talks that, you know, he took 2 years out from being in the streets to sort of get to know himself, do, I guess, some sort of self-reflection and do different stuff. And so now he thinks he's ready to get married, mainly because he sees his brothers and friends and everyone else getting married. And that's what he wants. But you know, some people see stuff and they want it, but they don't want to have to do what you have to do to have it. So I'm not quite sure he's ready to settle down. He might see what his brothers have, but I'm not sure he's ready to do what it takes to have what his brothers have. And I actually found out he's the friend of Jeffy. I remember they were saying that Jeffy with Shanice had a friend from the Boston that's in it this year, and who the friend was. So it's definitely Olajuwon. Olajuwon is the friend. So he said he's got friends around here that are married and he wants it. I don't know if that's a good enough reason, Olajuwon, to get married, just because your friends have it and you want it. I don't know if that's going to be enough to slow him down. But the other part is, Katina says she's reformed too. She said that she used to be, she's an ex-party girl. She was saying that she hasn't been in a relationship for 3 years. But when she was in some, there was some rough relationships, because she started explaining how she was with guys, and she was with a guy for a whole year before she found out he had a whole nother life, I don't know if he was married or if he just had a whole nother girlfriend, but he was two-timing two women hard at the same time. So you got Olajuwon, who was probably two-timing women and not necessarily treating them so well. And then you have Katina, who was actually, you know, was the victim of these sorts of guys. So it's going to be interesting how Olajuwon handles a woman who now had to endure men like him. It's going to be interesting to find out how that clashes. But anyway, I think originally I thought it was going to be Olajuwon who was going to give Katina a run for her money. But I actually think that Katina is going to give Olajuwon a run for his money. So I don't necessarily know if these two are going to make it, but I think it's going to be real interesting. It's going to make for some good TV. Anyway, that's it. So hey, check out my other videos. I'm going to leave links in my description box as I do them, so you can easily get to the other videos, but I'm going to do one for each couple. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you can get all the alerts. I'm trying to grow my channel, so I love for you guys to engage with me. Tell me what you think about the episode and all that good stuff, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.